Here we go again. Here's another reading, fill in the blanks. This question itself right here, this is a sentence taken from the official PT mock exam, test B. This is only one sentence out of that paragraph. And by now you know that I'm only taking one sentence at a time now. And the reason is because I don't want to overwhelm you with too many rules in one tutorial. So I'm only going to take one blank and show you that one rule. Now, if you take a look, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 options for this blank. Do you really have 7 options? No. If you know the rule to this, you will realize that you only have 2 options. And that's what we're going to talk about today. But before we jump into that, if you're new here, my name is Sunny, and this is Sunny English. Remember to hit that subscribe button because I provide real tips and tricks on how to get your PT score. Now, if you need a score assessment, I don't do that on YouTube. You got to go to my Instagram, hit up Sunny English, @SunnyEnglish, and send me a DM, and I'll take a look at your score for you. So y'all ready for this? Let's get into it. All right, so with any reading fill in the blanks, by now, you know for me, I usually look at the word after the blank first. Hopefully this can help me eliminate some options right away. But in this situation right here, this preposition with, it kind of doesn't help. Why? Because in front of a preposition, we can put a few types of words. Number 1, we can put adjective. Number 2, we can put a verb. Number 3, we can put a noun. The reason is because prepositions can be dependent prepositions with all of those parts of speech. So right here, the 3 options, that's too many. So we need to look in front. And this is the word that's going to help us eliminate options today. This is the rule that I want to talk about. There. What is that? You know what it is. You use this all the time. This word right here, there, is called a possessive adjective. What does that mean? An adjective goes in front of a noun. So most likely, this is going to be a noun. But I'll walk you through it step by step. Now, first of all, there are various types of possessive adjectives. You have used this before. So what do you usually put after my? This is my something, right? So if something, someone, you're going to put a noun here. But remember, I said it could also be a verb. It can also be an adjective. Well, let's eliminate those options now. For this to be a verb, you would need to have what in the front. You cannot have a verb here unless you have a noun. But we haven't established a noun yet. So what does that mean? No verb. Okay, so the verb is gone. What about the adjective? Well, if you put an adjective here, if you recall, one of the tutorials that I said where we put a adjective or an adjective in front of the preposition, what do we need to have in front of that? If you have an adjective here and a preposition here, you got to have a be verb. Is this a be verb or a verb to be? Whatever you call it. Hell nah, this ain't a verb to be. So the verb is gone. The adjective is gone. What do we have left? Noun. So we are looking for a noun. What does that mean? Let's look at the options. Can you identify the noun right away? If not, then let's use a little technique where we create a short sentence to see what sounds good to you. So if you take a look at the first one, I have a valid. I have a valid. Is that complete? Does that sound like it can be a noun? No, because you have to add more words. I have a valid license. That's not a noun. That's more like an adjective. So no. How about corresponding? Same thing. I have a corresponding. It's incomplete. That's not a noun. Okay? How about this? I have a perceived. I have a perceived. Nah, what the hell? ED words aren't nouns. No good. How about this? I have a record. How does that sound? I have a record. Sounds good to me. That's a noun right there. That's one. How about right here? Backed up. Okay? I have a backed up. Nah. Another ED with a preposition. That ain't gonna work. That cannot be a noun. So let's keep it moving. I have a position. Sounds good to me. I have a position. How does that sound to you? It's a noun. That's number 2. How about here? Another ED. Let's just try it. I have realized. I have realized. Nah, that doesn't sound good. So how many options did we just end up removing or eliminating? 5. And like I said in the very beginning, we will have 2 options. And what are those 2 options? Position and record. Their position, their record. They both sound okay, right? Now, in this situation, if you don't know the answer and you make a logical guess, hey, 50-50, that's a pretty good percentage, right? If you have 50-50 chance of getting it correct, well, let's just try to read it and see if we can identify what we're actually looking at. Now, they're looking for this right here. You want to support their what? What do you usually support? Any idea? It should be a position. Support their position. But maybe you don't know what that means, their position. It doesn't mean that they're standing somewhere. That's not the position that they mean. It means their opinion, their idea. So this is what they're talking about. You want to support their position, of course, with evidence. You want to support your opinion with evidence, not record. So even if you didn't know, you had 50-50 chance of getting it correct. I hope that made sense. Yo, so I went through that real quick, right? Well, the reason is because possessive adjective, that's not a difficult rule. You probably all knew it, just didn't realize it. I just needed to remind you. So the next time you see possessive adjective, you're looking for that noun. Did you find that tutorial helpful? If you did, please hit that subscribe, hit that like, drop a comment below, all of that. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.